Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Mind Catchers channel. Today I have something special for you guys. It's special to me too because I have not done a video using MAC products in a very long time. It's just so much or so many new companies out there, so many companies that are a little cheaper, and the products, in my opinion, especially the eyeshadows, are a little richer. So I haven't felt compelled to go back to MAC. But recently I went to Disney Springs with my family, and they had a MAC store there, and I just decided to, you know, stroll on in and see what was new and popping up in MAC.
47. Do you want to sit down or you want to stand?
No, I'm just watching and look.
All right.
I have one of my perfectionists over there who's gonna look at me too.
All right.
And we're just gonna put it here on my cheek and see.
This is a 47.
Okay. We're looking for somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
Which one is this one?
NW50. Good either. I feel like it has a little bit more depth than this one.
Yeah. This one and the one she's requiring now.
It's being closer to like your middle color of your skin. And they oxidize, so just let them sit for a second because they change.
And it's been on the longest.
Yeah. So. Bathroom and that's it to the left here, right hand origin to the left. You're welcome.
Okay, so we're gonna go with this.
That one? Okay. I'm gonna wipe the water.
Okay, we're gonna wipe it all off. So you guys saw that the lady was very helpful. Although they didn't have, I originally went to the store for Studio Fix Fluid, and they did not have the shade that would have been best for me. We were trying to match the top of my face and the bottom of my face and try to find something in the middle. They didn't have Studio Fix Fluid in NW47, but she did have the Pro Longwear waterproof foundation in NW50. And in that particular foundation, the 50 looked better on me. So that's what we ended up going with. I also bought the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, and this is in Dark Deepest. And when they say Dark Deepest, she said that this has more of a golden undertone to it. I was expecting the powder to be a lot deeper, but it isn't. So because my skin have more of a goldish or yellow undertone, I said I'll give it a try. Let's see. If anything, I'll put it underneath my eyes to brighten and to set my concealer. They had limited edition Max Prep and Prime Fix Plus, and this one is in the scent. Well, let me show you the packaging. Packaging got me. They got me at hello. It was so pretty. Look at that beautiful packaging, and the fragrance is so nice. It is so nice. So I got that, and she said these were like in and out for the spring. So if you don't have it yet, hopefully it's still available, but that's what it looks like. Being from South Florida, I know that, you know, the summer is coming. It's pretty much already here. And I was thinking, okay, Pro Longwear, maybe I can deal with this waterproof foundation. Let's see. Of course, it comes in a squeezable bottle here. And they have that little protective aluminum over there. Okay. So I want to see how this is going to fare out there in the condition. All right, so starting this off, on my face, I have a little bit of my Clarins Double Serum and my regular lotion, the Lubriderm. I just did a skincare video showing all the stuff I use. I'll link that down below. So we're just going to spray the Matte Fix Plus on my face. Now, she's saying that this will possibly leave a white cast on the face. So when you're putting on your foundation, be careful to cover everything. I'm also going to be using my fabulous flat kabuki brush from Sigma. This is the F80. I talk about it in every foundation video. I love this brush. I am an affiliate of Sigma. If you want some money off on some Sigma products, use my link down below or my coupon code. They've been doing a lot of sales lately, so you may not even need the coupon code. You can just use the link to help me out. So I put it right there, and we're gonna start applying it. So no primer or anything. I'm not going anywhere. We're just gonna put this on to see what it looks like. All right, guys, so that is what we're looking like. It's a nice fresh scent to this foundation, not a bad scent at all. I see that it pretty much dries down to a matte finish. It definitely looks matte. In my mirror, it doesn't look like there's any type of sheen at all, not a light sheen, anything. So that's what we're working with. It doesn't seem to be cakey at all because I did put a little bit more of my hand to hit underneath the chin just to see what kind of coverage I would get, and a little bit up in this area. And I didn't notice any flaking or any buildup so far. How are we on the color? Do you guys like the color that you're seeing? I think I like it. All right, here's the other side of the face. So you can see we covered a lot. We really did. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do the other side of the face. Alright guys, so both sides of the face have been done now. And this foundation kind of reminds me of the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. That's the feeling that I'm getting right now. Looking at it in the mirror and everything, well, let's just say that's the feeling I'm getting right now. It doesn't necessarily look exactly like it, but it feels like it. It feels like it's already matte. It feels like I don't need to put on any powder. It just feels like it's going to keep me nice and matte all day. That's what it feels like. I'm not sure. You know, I have this bright light in my face, so you guys let me know what you think about the color. It's not turning me gray or anything. This side of the face was done first. It doesn't look like it oxidized. I have a mirror here, so I'm kind of looking at it in the mirror too. It covered pretty well down here, but you guys know you can color correct with your orange or whatever you have going on. You can color correct. I think it's a pretty good match. I think it looks okay. I didn't run it all the way down the sides of my neck, but I did try to run it down the front, and I tried to hit my ears and around here so I didn't have any masking, but I think it looks okay. Now the question is, will it perform throughout the day? Am I going to, of course you're going to possibly sweat if you're doing anything outdoors, but will it bead up? Will it just cause everything to melt off of my face? That's what I'm going to be trying out during the week. Let's see how it does with something on top of it. So we're going to try out a concealer and see if it works well or plays well with others. So I've been using this lately because it's right here in my caboodle on the desk. This is from e.l.f. and this is in the shade Deep Chestnut. It's their 16-hour concealer. I'm not gonna put a lot. I just wanna see if it will blend into this foundation. All right guys, so I'm just gonna set the under eye very lightly. I'm using the Sacha Buttercup powder. And I think so far so good. I usually do get a little creasing under my eye with things that are a little dry. So I'm not gonna blame the MAC for that if it does happen, because if it's something very dry, I will get the creasing. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding some other little things to my face and, you know, do what I normally do to try to make the foundation pop. Alright guys, as far as the mineralized skin finish and dark deepest, I'm still not sure on how to use this, so bear with me, you know, if you guys see me doing something wrong, or you can tell me how you use it. I'm just gonna put it around the areas that I did not contour or highlight around my mouth. And honestly, it is looking like it's blending in, because I looked at it, you know, here in the little compact, and I'm like, this is too light. But it looks okay so far. All right, and so for that, I used the Real Techniques multitasking brush. And let me use just a tiny bit of the Covergirl Queen Collection Ebony. Someone asked me about this, and from what I'm hearing, they discontinued the entire Queen Collection line. I'll have to really research and be sure, because I'm quite sure it's still in store because I saw it. But I'm not sure if they're putting any more out or what they're doing. I think with this full spectrum and the other line that came in the true matte, they just extended everything in both directions, from the lightest light to the darkest dark, and they said everybody will fit into that spectrum. So maybe people are right, I'm not sure, but I'll have to do a little research on that. But I do know this is very hard to find, guys. It is on Amazon, but Amazon is taxing for this. I'm not, you know, normal price for this probably was about $7. And on Amazon, there's saying like 2 for $31 or something like that, which is crazy. Before I apply any more powder type products to my face, I'll go ahead and spray a little Fix Plus. Alright guys, so I just went outside and I think that the foundation looks absolutely beautiful. I'm going to put a picture here so you guys can see what it looks like outside to me. You know, that's what I saw. I think it looks very nice, so hopefully it holds up with all of the different stuff I put on and everything. And we'll see. Alright guys, the only other thing that I would have done that I'm going to do right now is apply a setting spray, and that's Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. One of the best on the market in my opinion, because we want this foundation and powder and everything to last. We don't want it to transfer and all of that stuff. Just a recap of the 2 foundations that I used last week and the week before last. So I'm going to go back to the full spectrum products from CoverGirl. I did use the foundation and a lot of other products in that line. I did like the coverage. I did like the color. I feel like I needed a stronger primer. I did state that in the video that I possibly would need a stronger primer. The primer that came with that full spectrum collection was this one right here. It says Matte Ambition Mattifying Skin Primer. It has sunscreen in it, SPF 20. I knew as soon as I started applying this to my face, I said this feels like lotion. It doesn't really feel like it's gonna do something, you know? So I kind of had my doubts, and I was right. I definitely need, with my experience and my oiliness, especially in my T-zone, I definitely need my Becca mattifying primer or my Makeup Forever mattifying primer. Those are the 2 that work the best for me. So this was a definite no-no for that foundation for me with oily skin. But I still love the look of the foundation and the color. So if you're looking for a nice foundation that is affordable, go for it. Okay, so on to the Revlon Color Stay. That's the one I did last week. I want to apologize for the long intro because a few of you guys agreed that the intro was too long. But sometimes when companies give me products to talk about, they would ask me to talk about them in the first 1, 2, 3 minutes of the video. And that's what I did. It was about the contact lenses I had in that week. So from now on, what I would do, if I am discussing 2 or 3 products within a video, or if a product is sponsored, what I'll do is put a timestamp inside of my description box to let you know exactly when I start talking about foundation. All right, and I'll probably put it in the video as well so you'll see it on screen. The Revlon Color Stay. I knew that it was a possibility that I would have to use a stronger primer. It was okay. It did have a tiny bit of a sheen to it. The color, in my opinion, was very good. So I really appreciate it. I think I had it in espresso. It was very, very nice. I did need a stronger primer, and you need a very good finishing spray because I did get a little bit of transfer on my collar, on my shirt. You know, I did notice the foundation on me. Now, it very well could have been the powder that I used over it as well. I think I used the Laura Mercier. I have to go back and look. But it could have been a little bit of everything, and that's why I say in these videos we got to try and play around with lots of different things to see what works best, because your combo, and I'm going to refer to the foundation routine as like a combo. Your combo consists of what you prep your face with, the foundation itself, and what you put over that foundation. That's your little combo. That's what I'm going to refer to it as. You're going to have to play around with that. So just because a foundation doesn't work the first time, it doesn't mean that you just turn it in and say, oh, it doesn't work. I mean, if the color is bad, of course, yes. But if it's like a feeling, or if it's not setting right, or if it's transferring, try it out with something a little different. Maybe a different powder you may have. You never know. I'm going to play around with that foundation with some other powders and some other setting sprays. I don't remember whether I set my face or not that day. But I'm going to play around with a lot of other little combinations of things and see, because I like the color that much. Okay, if I didn't like the color, I wouldn't even be worried about it. But I like the color, so I don't mind playing around with some other products to see if I can make it work for me. Okay, so that is about it. Hopefully this wasn't too long. Hopefully you did get something from it. We will talk about this foundation next week and how it wore during this week. And so far, so good. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Cyber kisses. Bye.